What's up, YouTube? It's Joey, Southern RC. It's coming to you live with an update on the Traxxas Servo for the trx4 crawler. Servo went out yesterday on a trail ride. It happens, so no big deal. Talked to Traxxas today. I'm not going to go into the details of everything. I was going to, but I'm really just not going to at this point. But I'll tell you this, they made it right. They actually reached out to me, and they're going to take care of it. I knew they would, but you know, it's a little bit of a different situation with me having it before it was really kind of released. But we're good. Everything's fine, and so that's that. So I'm sending this one back to Traxxas, and they're going to obviously replace it. But in the meantime, you know, I got to have a servo, and I was going to upgrade it anyway. So here we go. We got a coreless servo. I went with the Savox. It's their SA1231 SG. It's coreless digital. It's not waterproof, but I'm not really worried about that because of the high clearance, and I'm really not planning on going in water any higher than, you know, the middle of the tire. So, you know, splash is not going to hurt it. I'm going to put some silicone. I'm going to remove the servo horn, put the silicone down, put the servo horn back on, and that's going to seal that up. And other than that, you know, I might put a dab on the corners of the screws there. I don't know if I'm going to do anything else beyond that, to be honest with you. So I just wanted to make it, you know, where a little splash gets on there. It's not going to hurt anything. That'll be just fine for me. A stock servo will not mount up to this one perfectly. You're going to have to do a minor mod. If you look here, you can see the holes to the right. The actual hole itself, it's raised. So, you know, where you screw the screws into, as you can tell. And then they're flush on this side. Looking at the original servo, when I put it back in, as you can see, the holes line up perfect. The holes have to line up over here, and that's why they made it raised. So it just kind of, it wraps around, as you can see, and it doesn't want to move. It's very flush. Okay. Well, you could put the screws in there, no problem. If you buy an aftermarket servo, you're gonna have to take a Dremel, or not a Dremel, some little snips, wire cutters. And you're gonna have to trim those little corners of the ends there, the 3/4 circle there. You're gonna have to trim those a little bit. So we're gonna put the servo in. Okay. It's flush there, kind of locks in. And here, now you can see that the screw will actually go in there. Before I cut it off, it was covering up the hole to the point where the screw just wouldn't go in. So it's not a big deal. It's just a little bit too short. So basically the Traxxas one, the ears, you know, where you put the screws in, the width total is a little bit longer than most of your other servos out there. Now, how does it compare to a 2075 stock? I mean, they appear to be identical. So, I guess other servos, because of the way that, I think it's because of that the way it's the screws are raised up on that far side, you know, causing where you can't move it around much. So, again, no big deal. But if you get another servo, just expect that you might have to do a little cutting or trimming. And that's pretty much that. So, I'm going to go ahead and hook the servo back up. And we are going to be in action. Another thing to point out as well, the cable's not going to be long enough. There you go. If you look at the Traxxas servo, the cable is significantly longer. you know. So, not going to get the job done. That's what she said. So, what did I do? Went to the hobby shop and got the extension. So, I'm gonna put some tape around that, silicone it up, maybe a balloon. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Something to really seal that up. Because I'm not gonna do crazy crawling in the water or trail riding in the water, but I do want to cross creeks and go in a little bit. So, that's kind of that. But a lot of wires in here. They, they really had to stuff them in there, but they do fit, obviously. You got one extra spot here that you can plug up. Looks like another channel, or I don't know. That's channel 1. It's 2 channel 1, so I might be wrong there. Let's see here if I can read it. Sorry guys. Yeah, trying to read it. I couldn't. Maybe you guys know what are the top 2 there. I don't know what those are for. So I'll have to look in the manual. I'm assuming that those 2 extras are to add accessories, or maybe for lights, LED, I don't know. It does have, looks like a cable here that comes off the ESC. So I'm assuming that if need be, you could put a fan on there, but I don't know why you would. I don't think this is going to run hot. I could be wrong. So yeah, that's that. Just a quick update. I'm going to resume putting it back together, and then we'll be in action.